imagine just stepping into the examination room before the IELTS examiner. Your heart is racing, you are nervous, you are cold because you are, feeling, what if I fail the test? If I am not able to answer properly? You are not alone. But imagine that you are very confident. You know you have given your best. You could speak fluently. You were, not running out of ideas. You were coherent. And yes, it is not a dream. I have worked with thousands of students. I have, as an ex-IELTS examiner, tested so many students. So I would give you framework where the students have used in my coaching this framework, and they have moved from 6.5 to 7.5 and even 9. Yes, you heard that right. I'm going to give you, in fact, 3 frameworks. You can say them as formulas, which will help you to never run out of ideas. You will be able to speak fluently, coherently, logically, as a result of which obviously you are going to get 7+ and even 9. So what are those secrets? I am going to reveal that. I am telling you, the truth is that these students of mine, I never encourage them memorizing long ideas. Okay, they will not memorizing long answers. My students, they never memorize lists and lists of words. They were just keeping these speaking frameworks in their mind, and they could easily answer any question without hesitation, with fluency, and that gave them a higher band. So don't worry. If you want a PDF of this, you have to WhatsApp me or join my community. You'll get it there. Now the first framework is PAL. Now what does it mean, the PAL? It is because I call it your Paul. The Paul is he's my friend, because it is a friend, because it won't let you get stuck. Yes. Now P stands for the point. Start giving one clear opinion. Okay. And A stand for add details. Now what could be the details, ma'am? You could add a reason, you could add an explanation, or you could even add an example. Explain this. You have to add the details. Then the best thing is that you have to, don't worry, I'll be doing the examples. You have to link it back to the question, or you can, in this part, you can show contrast to the examiner, so that, tell the examiner that you have understood the question. I will be giving you the question. Then as a student, I will answer it, and then I will dissect it, explain it. And for those who do not know me, I am an ex-IELTS examiner. I was with the ITP, yes, and I have examined thousands of candidates in my career, and now I am giving coaching. And now please subscribe, share and comment whatever you want from the video. If you find it useful, please comment useful. Any comment, it is welcome. You all come and don't subscribe. It is my request. Please subscribe, like and comment. It motivates me. So I'll read the question to you. I'm doing it slowly so that you all understand. Right? Now it is a new topic. Do you think it is better to study abroad or in your home country? Now, as a student, suppose I answer, it could be anything. I personally feel it's better to study abroad. Now that is my point. I'm explaining you simultaneously. From my experience, when students goes overseas, they are exposed to new teaching methods and a different culture, which helps them to grow both academically and personally. Now, this I have explained by saying that different culture, different teaching methodology. Then I will add more to it. I will add an example. For example, you can say, for example, one of my cousins, he went to Germany to study. So apart from the technical knowledge, because he was studying engineering, he learned to manage the finances, he learned to cook, he learned to adapt to the new culture and the lifestyle, and also make friends internationally. So the adjustment levels just blows up. And then you can add linking back. Okay. Now compared to studying in your hometown or in your country, the environment is quite familiar and the opportunities are limited. Now study abroad gives a long-term benefit because you not only become independent but also you become globally competitive. So this is the way I have expanded it. Now, did you notice what has happened here? So instead of trying to mention every possible advantage or disadvantage, I mean giving a list of advantages and disadvantages, I have chosen just one viewpoint. So you will not get confused. And the viewpoint is that studying abroad is better. If your brain opens, suppose 20 tabs at one time, you will get confused. You will slow down, and this Paul, who is your friend, helps you to pick up a clear tab and focus on a clear answer that flows naturally, fluently, coherently. And that is how you should. So happens that you're asked an IELTS question and there are various viewpoints. I mean, even this is correct, and then your mind will freeze. So there are both sides to that question. Okay? So how will you arrange it? How to deal with such a tricky question? There is a framework for that, and that is called 1, 2 and 3 framework. Yes, I will tell you what does it mean. So you're frozen. There are 2 viewpoints. How will you put them? And then you get confused and low back. So what we will do is, we'll first attack 1. You have to acknowledge that there are 2 viewpoints. So first acknowledge it. Good. You can conclude, which is included in the third, by giving, it depends on the context, or you can give your balanced opinion on it. Don't worry, I'll give you that example. I'll read that example. Now the example is, some people think working from home is better, while others believe working in an office is more productive. What's your opinion? Now, just acknowledge it. It's a difficult question because I believe both approaches have their own advantages. And then you say, on one hand, working from home gives employees flexibility, saves the commuting time, and allows them balance family life. So they can balance work and family. That is called the work-life balance. And then give a linker. On the other hand, now this is a very good way. You get a 8 band, one hand and on the other hand. It is not memorized. On the other hand, working in an office encourages collaboration. It builds stronger relationships and reduces the distractions at home. Now, you have explained both. So, I really say now the balanced opinion. It really depends on the type of job and the individual. So, for a creative or a technical job, I would say that remote working is much better But if it is something like team project or it requires collaboration, then office spaces are more suitable. So that was 3. I gave my balanced opinion. Now you note here what I have done. I have followed the 1, 2, 3 method. I have acknowledged that they were both of them. We are just revising. Then I have explained the both sides equally, and then I have said that it depends upon the job or the individual. It is a kind of depends on, and this is very powerful structure. Even if you are giving your part 3, this is a very powerful structure. I cannot stress enough for part 3, because all it as ads, advertisements, no. So ADS, a powerful method of answering your part 2 questions. So how is it that? Now A is answer the question directly. Don't go here and there. You can even use it in any other part. Is the detail. What detail? When, where, why, how, all these, what. These can add details. The reason, you can say. You have to expand, okay, the details. So I'm just giving you what, where, when, how. All the S is for story. You can add your story to it and you will become fluent and you will not freeze. Okay, don't worry. Now I also have my Telegram. You can join there also. Now let's see how the student answers it. It is a 9-band answer. Now the cue card is describe a teacher who inspired you. Now there is a recent cue card also. Describe a person who inspired me was my high school history teacher. You have answered the question directly. She was very unique in her teaching style because she just did not read from the textbooks. Instead, she connected the past events with real situations that were present in the country then. For example, so I am adding here details. How? Okay. So when she explained about the Second World War, she also compared it with the current politics that is in the country, in the world too. Therefore, this approach made me realize that history was not about the past, it was also about understanding the present situation and understanding the future too. And now you will have to add a story. Now what is the story? I still remember a story when she told me about a soldier who she brought the diary from I don't know where, and she read out that diary to us. And imagine, we had goosebumps and the whole kind of class was crying, and they felt that the war was not a right decision. So from this I came to know that how powerful education can be. And in fact, I was so inspired and motivated by this teacher that I myself is a teacher now, or I wanted to become a teacher, and that too in history. So see how I have very natural, logical. The examiner says it is not memorized and becomes a 8-band answer. So in this manner you can really frame your cue card. This was the 3rd one. And now what you should avoid, there is also 5 don'ts. Yes, 5 which you should not do. The first one I always say, that is why I have this framework. Do not memorize long answers. The examiners like us, we know that this is robotic, this is rehearsed, and even if you have an excellent grammar, I will give you a low band. And that is why you say, ma'am, everything was perfect, I knew this, I knew that, but the examiner always gives me a low band. So don't memorize. That is why this framework is for you. And the second one is repeating the words in the question. So what do you like about your hometown? Okay, if I ask you, what I like about my hometown is, you are repeating the words from the question. Don't you have your own vocabulary? You can say, what I appreciate about the place where I was born is, and then you can go on. So don't repeat just giving one-line answers. Yes, I don't like my hometown. You have to expand it. These frameworks are going to help you expand, give a natural answers, be fluent. Use them. You have to practice them. Then that is the Paul 1, 2, 3 and the ADS. Then overuse of fillers, like I love like apple, because you are giving pauses. You are thinking after every word. So that is going to give you a low band. Then sometimes you keep on talking and you forget what was the question. Use this framework so that you remain focused. What is the question? And don't go here and there. Just use this framework. Don't go, overboard, and you will lose your score. You will get a low. Just use this framework, focus, and be confident. I hope you have liked this video, and if you want any paid assistance, I am available as an exercise examiner.